Social media, search engine optimization, influencer marketing, analytics, algorithms, marketing automation, social listening, microsites, geo-targeting, pay-per-click, content aggregation, sentiment analysis. You've probably heard these buzzwords thrown around thousands of times, but what does it all mean? What do digital marketing companies and media companies actually do? And what does a brand really need? So, let's talk about that. We're not a bunch of hippies that talk about brands. We're analysts, creators, tinkerers, and innovators, storytellers at large, people from different walks of life that come together to empower brands. Marketing terms come and go. People talk about digital, television, billboard, radio, but what is this all exactly? It's still the same thing. It's marketing. The platforms people spend time on change every single day, but in its essence, marketing remains the same. You have a great product, there are people interested in your product, you need to find them, let people know about it, test and learn till you find a match. We've managed to break these steps down into 3 simple yet critical points: content, distribution, insight. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how we, as an agency, help brands set the stage to grow and scale. Content. You need to tell a good story. It has to be transparent, it has to be authentic, and it has to be consistent. If you can do that, you're on the right track. You've all heard the phrase, content is king, which is all fine and true, but there seems to be a quite large disconnect going on. Businesses seem to believe they can simply outsource this problem of digital or social or content creation and wipe their hands clean. We don't really buy that. We think creating content is ridiculously important, but we don't want to create content for you. We think it's quite far-fetched to come into your business and tell you, hey, we're an agency, we know digital, so pay us to tell your story. At the end of the day, no one really understands your business like you do. We believe that content needs to come from within. Now, that doesn't mean you need to do everything on your own. All on the contrary, you could use a lot of help. Positioning, processing, and managing this day in and day out may not be your forte, so we'll help you out with that. Once you have a story straight and a system ready, your content strategy is fixed. At least for the time being. It probably won't be right the first time, but that's okay. Distribution. Now, telling the story isn't all of it. You have to tell it to those that need to hear it. Your customers, your competitors, maybe the entire world. Once you've understood what your story is, you need to understand your audience, or at least what you think your audience is. Start broad and then go specific. Are they in your country? Are they millennials on an iPhone, or parents that go to buy groceries twice a week? You need to really understand who you're speaking to. Once you do that, then the games begin. The game of attention arbitrage. Understanding where your audience spends their time and figuring out a strategy to get your message in front of them at the right price. Whether it's through ranking up organically for keywords, video ads on social networks with the right demographics, finding the right influencer, or getting on that podcast you've always wanted to, we'll help you map that out and execute it for you. Insight. Now, you've told your story to a bunch of people and you need to see the reaction. How are people receiving it? Did it work? If it did, why? If it didn't, why not? You need to understand the data behind what goes on behind every view, click, and close. There are tons of tools that stack layer upon layer of data, but what most brands tend to struggle with is interpreting that data into actionable items. That's where we come in. Setting up lead scoring algorithms on your site, using workflows, mapping automation sequences, and basically understanding behavior is at the core of what we do. Helping brands take data and turning it into insights helps set in motion the well-oiled machine we call marketing. With the insights we generate, we help polish your story, reanalyze your distribution, and get new insights to continue this cycle. This is an iterative process where you don't see linear results, but at one point, sooner or later, you strike. you get that message with a little bit of magic that tells the right story to the right person, and that makes all the difference. We want people to understand that this isn't just copy. It isn't a creative or some silver bullet that'll make your brand a success. It's a little bit of everything done consistently again and again and again. That's what Surge is about. It's about consistent, transparent, sophisticated storytelling. But do understand, we rely on one thing. You need a great product. No matter how you tell your story, if people buy your product or service, don't turn into fans, evangelists, and even champions of your brand, we're really not able to help you. Great stories about